Hi, I'm Richard Hetzel, and I want to give you an update on what God is doing here in the Peruvian Amazon. My wife and kids and I are missionaries with AMG International, and we partner with an organization called FAIENAP, which is in Pucallpa, Peru, which is right here in the Peruvian Amazon. What FAIENAP does is they send me out with other pastors, whether it be Peruvians or other missionaries from other countries, and we go out and we train tribal pastors, potential church leaders, and anybody else in the church that wants to get trained. And so what we do is it's not training on how to be a pastor or anything like that. We're just simply teaching doctrine, basic Bible doctrine. And so what I want to do is I want to just tell you what we've done this week. I'm in a village right now called Naranjal. It sits on the Pastaza River, and we are very, very close to Ecuador. In Float Plane, which is operated by Sam Air, they fly us up here. It's about 3 hours, a little more than 3 hours from our home in Pucallpa. And so we've been here for a week. We were getting ready to leave. I taught my last session at about 4:30 this morning. We have taught on alcoholism, families, marriage, and then apologetics, salvation, what is it, how do we receive it, how God is the one who keeps us saved, not us ourselves. We've taught on the role of women in the church and how that relates to women in the family and how important those women are to each of the church and the family. And then also on visions and dreams. Some false teaching is coming into this region, and we've had to correct some of that teaching. And so we've taught about a myriad of things, those and a few different others as well. We saw 8 people baptized during the Sunday morning here in the river. We saw many, many, many more, almost 40, that came forward and said, we know that we're believers and we need to get our lives right again, and we want to make sure we dedicate ourselves to Christ. We're working with the pastors here to make sure that they continue the work that they have been doing. We didn't start the work. They've been doing the work, and we're coming along to help them. And so we want to work with them and make sure they're continuing to do this as we go on. And so I just want to thank you. I want to thank Sam Air for their flying us out here. I want to thank FAIENAP for sending us, thank AMG for sending us. Most importantly, all of you. All of you make it possible for us to be here, to be missionaries in this region, in the Amazon, in Peru, and then also to be able to go out into these villages. It's not cheap. It's just not. I'm not worried about God providing the funds. He uses you to do that. I'm not worried about that. What I value so much more are your prayers. And we really mean that. We cannot do this without your prayer support. So thank you so much. Thank you for praying for us. And may God continue to bless you and your family as He blesses the work here in the Amazon as well.